your latest record, in Concrete Jungle, you talk a lot about, your music deals a lot about politics, and particularly in the oil industry and the Niger Delta and everything that's going on there. So why have you taken up this cause? And obviously it's your homeland, but did you make a conscious decision to sort of dedicate yourself to furthering these causes and bringing attention to it?
Well, these are issues, topics that have to do with me personally. I grew up in Nigeria. I have been part of the system. I am part of the system. I have been, do you say, a perpetrator of the situation, and at the same time, you see perpetrator and a victim, and somebody that is also, how do I say, polluting the system by being part of it. I wouldn't go too much into depth, but I have also been a victim of it. So I am concerned, and this is reality. I would not be able to stand on a stage and just. For me, my music is something I learn from daily. The words that come out of my mouth at times, I do not know where they come from. And when I hear them at times, I sit down and I'm like, this is something you have to learn. You have to learn from what comes out even your mouth. It might not even be your words. It might be the words of, I believe in the spiritual realm. And I see there's so much that, there is so much that I can, how do I put it, take charge of if I am positive, and if the words that come out of my mouth are positive and positive for the people around me. If I would speak change in a positive way and be part of that change, then I believe and I know that it will come to pass.
I think it's really interesting too, because even though you're dealing with serious issues, and when it comes out in your music, it sounds very uplifting, and it's fun music to listen to too. It's not all doom and gloom, and
Exactly.
How do you take these serious issues and talk about suffering and things like that, and make it into a positive feel for people to listen to?
Well, I try to. There's some songs like Kankwe, for instance. It's a song on the album. Kankwe means strength. And that song, for instance, is very, it's about how the church, how people have come in the name of religion, Christianity, but their initial intention was to brainwash, manipulate for the benefit of their own self-profit by making use of the resources, profiting for themselves, suppressing, oppressing, period. And that song, I was able to bring that message across in that song in a kind of uplifting, positive manner by using irony and sarcasm, if I'm allowed to say. Yeah. So it's like there's this pidgin English that we use in Nigeria, and pidgin English is very jovial and funny. Instead of saying to somebody, you are, instead of judging somebody directly and make the person feel bad, you, how do I say, you maneuver it in a different manner, in a jovial manner, and use how do you say, in parables. It's like kind of a parable language, speaking a parable language, but in a funny way, so the message still gets across.
Okay.
So that's how I do it.
Okay.
And I've taken an example. Fela, for instance, Fela Kuti did that a lot with his music.
Yeah.
He was very political, but he was also, he would make people, even the VIPs that he was talking to, he would even make them laugh about themselves. And they wouldn't even know that they're laughing about themselves. So
You know, that brings me to a point when you mentioned, I'm not sure I'm going to say it right, Fela Kuti, is that right? Yeah. You know, he was persecuted relentlessly by the governments over there, and you know, for his visions and you know what he was saying, his music. Does that worry you at all? I mean, are you concerned about you know what your message might, how it might be received in your country and by the government over there? And
I don't think about it too much. I try and live for now, for the moment, and I try as much as possible to appreciate the moment, appreciate the people I am with, and give as much as I can now. Sure, my music should benefit the future generation. Sure, that is what I want to achieve. If not me, then it will be somebody else. You can kill the messenger, but you cannot kill the message.
so let's talk a little bit about Concrete Jungle. Is the title in any way a tribute to Bob Marley, or is this just coincidence?
No, it's coincidence.
Okay.
It's coincidence. Concrete Jungle is a title. How do I put it? Normally, I always think very deep about what title I should give my album. Yeah. And since this was the first record for the States, I was like, what would inspire me now to find the title? So I thought, what was the first feeling, emotion that I had when I came to the States? I landed in New York. So skyscrapers, madness, yellow cabs, loud, chaos, superficial. Are you excited, people? So it was concrete, plastic, junk, madness. Then I decided to take that next level. Concrete, West, jungle, authentic, organic, Africa, me, half caste. Two origins. Then another association with Concrete Jungle is the relationship between the Western world and Africa, and how Africa has had an impact on the West, and what influence the West has had on Africa. So all these topics, it's like kind of a brainstorm of words that I brought together, and those words you can find in my songs that are on the Concrete Jungle album. So it's very political, it's very emotional, it's very personal. It is, I hope, educative.
Do you have a favorite song on the record?
I like Suffering, Suffri, Suffering, which means take it easy with my song, because it is a song that I still feel very emotionally attached to, and I always feel joy and at the same time pain when I'm performing it. It is a song, it's a message that I have to get out to the world. You know, it has a lot to do with the oil exploitation in Nigeria, and how we Nigerians in diaspora as well as politicians can change how we can change our present situation. You know. So it's a very emotional song, and the message is very strong, and I think it has to out there.
So, who do you listen to? Who do you like to listen to? I mean, any new bands you like, or what kind of stuff do you typically listen to?
I like Isaiah Jones. You know Isaiah Jones? Isaiah Jones is a Nigerian artist. He's been out for a while, over 20 years, I think. He calls his music blue funk. very political as well. You should check it. You will
Sounds
love
good.
it.
Yeah.
He plays the guitar.
Yeah.
A special way of playing. Nobody plays like Isaiah. Nobody. I'm telling you. So do your research.
Okay,
Isaiah Jones. Isaiah Jones. Then I listened to. I was listening to Michelle Ndenguchenu. And right now I'm on some strange some Buddha guy from India. I'm listening. It's not music. It's more like spiritual enlightenment, information. Yeah, listen to that.
So you play Lollapalooza tomorrow afternoon, right? Around noon or 12:30?
12.
Are you gonna stick around afterwards, or is there anybody you want to see at Lollapalooza?
I want to see Nneka.
Yeah, yeah. And she's playing Sunday too.
I think she performed on Sunday. Yeah. I've never seen her. I've just
I haven't
always
either.
heard her
Yeah.
music. I want to see her. I saw Raphael Sadiq yesterday.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I saw Lady Gaga.
That was.
Very Gaga. Special.
Yeah. So what's next? What are you going to do? After you get off this current tour, do you have anything planned for upcoming work, or?
Yeah, we're recording an album. We started already. So we're doing finishing. How do you say? Finishing work.
Wrapping it up.
Stuff.
Post production. That's the word. Yeah, vocabulary. Yeah. Sometimes we lack. So well, anyway. Post-production, and then we might be doing some tours in Nigeria, in Ghana.
Nneka, I really appreciate your time. Thanks for sitting down, and I hope you have a great set tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.